Scary story fan Alex must tell a spine-tingling tale every night or stay trapped with his new friend in a wicked witch's magical apartment forever. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the questionable family film Nightbooks on Netflix, starring Krysten Ritter. This is produced by Sam Raimi, and this is based off of a story. This is about a young boy named Alex, played by Winslow Fegley, who gets trapped in this witch's apartment. She wants him to tell a story every single night. This movie is questionable because it's regarded as a family-friendly Halloween movie. But the imagery, Krysten Ritter's performance, it just kind of teeters that line of, is it PG or is it PG-13? Because I think a lot of kids that will watch this movie might be a little bit scared. Me and my daughter watched it, and a few times she kind of ran away screaming because she didn't like what she saw. It never ventures into the comedic territory. It's always dark. The tone, the lighting, the set designs, it all feels very dark. And Krysten Ritter gives a really, really good performance. She's very disturbing as this witch. She's all about herself. She wants this young boy to tell her a story every night. She's demanding. A couple times she tortures the kids. So, you know, there's a lot of things in here that I just question that it could be a family-friendly film. It's not like gory at all. I guess some of the imagery and the tone in here could be viewed as dark towards a family. There's some jump scares throughout the movie as well, but it never ventures into that comedic territory. It's not a funny film at all, but also never ventures into like disturbing sequences or gory moments. You have like spiders that have odd faces, Krysten Ritter who pops up in the middle of the night and scares you, long dark hallways. Everything about this apartment building is really creepy, and I'm sure if I would have watched this movie when I was like 6 or 7, I would have been a little bit creeped out. But overall, I really did like Nightbooks. I really like the story in here. It feels like a very original story, even though it's based off of a book. But it allows for this young boy to really show his love for horror. We see in his bedroom that he has posters for films like Candyman, and his parents are worried that they're showing him just a little too much horror films. But he has this book where he writes all these stories. So when he goes to this apartment and is trapped there by this witch, he starts to read off of his stories. And some of them are really intriguing stories, and I like how they showcase those stories by having some animation to supplement those stories. And you could tell that you know, at times the witch is intrigued by these stories. At times she demands a little more. She demands that he gets his facts right. There is no heart to it. There's always like a heavy, scary story. And so it's fun to listen to these stories and how the movie kind of showcases the story through animation. But these kids are trying to get out. When he gets there, he meets a young girl. Her name is Yasmin. She's been there for some time, and together they try to get out. They have, inside this apartment building is this really large, elaborate library, and so they start to find clues on how they could escape. They develop this bond throughout the movie. They are trying to help each other, but they're also learning about each other and connecting as well. And I really like that relationship throughout the film, and it does provide that sense of urgency because she's regarded as a terrible witch, and so they really need to get out of this apartment building. But I like the twist at the end of the movie. I like how each scene built on top of each other kind of towards the end of the film, the third act. We start to learn about the witch Natasha and her upcoming and the apartment and why she needs a story read to her every single night. And it becomes pretty interesting towards the third act of the movie, and kind of big reveals I thought was very interesting. But this movie, I like the tone. I like the story in here. The characters are a lot of fun. It never becomes comedic. It's always dark and grimy looking, and it's a perfect film to get the Halloween season started. But But like I said, it's a little bit questionable to watch as a family because it's always dark. The setting, the apartment's always dark. The tone's dark. Everything about this film is dark. And the kids are trying to get out. The parents haven't seen them in like years. So there's a lot of things that, maybe I just thought was questionable as a parent. Maybe other people just think this is like a cheesy kids Halloween movie. But as a parent, I watched it and my daughter was scared. I was like, oh, this is a little bit questionable. Especially from Krysten Ritter and some questionable moments regarding her and the kids. But overall, I liked the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I would be curious to check it out maybe next month when it is Halloween time. So before I give you my score for Nightbooks, make sure to check out my channel here. I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Nightbooks a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Nightbooks on Netflix. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the film, and stay tuned for more up-and-coming content. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.